I am your humble host, Mr. Mass, and you are tuning in to yet another one. Let me fix my screen a little bit. Now, now, we got Kevin Hart. He came, he saw, he laid down the groundwork. Now, I ain't watched the whole video, but we finna watch. We ain't gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna skip through stuff, but we're gonna watch it. You like it, we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna examine it, give my share and point on it, my opinion. And y'all can take it from there. Now, if you're rocking with this channel, be sure to like, subscribe, Mr. Max TV, and let's get it. Now, we are doing the interview. And after this interview, after whatever I want to see, the little clips and jewels, I want to just break out to. I want to show the proof and the receipts I got. Because, yeah, we went into the vault. And we said that we did some digging. Oh, yeah. You bet your bottom dollars we did. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Go back to the channel. Let's get it. I don't like this green show.
Ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Cat Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and Cat Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story.
No, so we get right to the Ricky Smiley part when you talk about Ricky Smiley. How Ricky Smiley said that he should have been Money Mike. Which I can't see Ricky Smiley, whatever. I can't see him being Money Mike at all. I can only see him being Santa Claus. Santa Claus. My Nate Dogg voice.
Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that? Oh, so he.
That's why I like Cat Williams. He be to the point. He don't care. And he ain't holding back shit. And he don't care. Get mad at him.
No. Get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and what?
They do.
Ricky Smiley knows this. And I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals.
No, he didn't.
Right there is because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Cat Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, If we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
Right.
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you?
Pac said he walked into the movie. What movie was it? Minister Society. And he was going to play Kane. I said Kane. Kane. And he's not reading the role because he said, why does black man have to die all the time in every movie? Apparently they had to carry him out of some motion. That is some pox. Okay. Anywho, back to the video.
Go play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Cat Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm gonna be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Cat Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then he was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Cat?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
Oh.
They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
All the roles.
So
hold on. They got all the roles that Tyler Perry played a manly role in the Tyler Perry movies. I think how many times he played Medea. Which roles did he play better? Hold that thought. Pat, you made me get on.
Why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came.
Matter of fact, let me just pause this and play it real quick.
Cat called me from the theater, right? Okay. He like, I'm gonna kill that nigga Cedric. I said, why? He said, nigga, I'm at the theater right now, and the nigga is doing my joke. I'm like, nigga, you bullshit. I said, the joke when you in the car, and the music's so loud that you can't hear the engine turn off. He said, nigga, yes, I said. I said, Cat. He said, now I'm going to the improv, my nigga. I'm going to kill that nigga. I said, Cat, listen to me. I said, listen careful. That's a blessing. I said, nigga, everybody gonna know who you is. That nigga Cedric finna put you on. He probably finna get you some money. Nigga, humble that, take that. It ain't like he stole it. It's like the nigga embracing you. Nigga, you pay homage. I said, nigga, you young, dude, we finna be on. I looked at it from that point, right? Cat like, nigga, I'm glad you feel that way, nigga, because he's doing your shit too.
That ain't word.
I said, nigga, what are you doing? Then he's pop locking as we speak. Right.
2019, and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same
said Mark
Steve
Curry
that
is
went
great.
to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business.
Halloween was a trip. Halloween, we couldn't afford no Halloween costumes. Hey, kids, please. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were. I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
You've heard me say that every Halloween I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. No, it wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. And it was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about
never said thank you.
So what's up with you and Steve, man?
Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that.
On what show?
When he was on the bullshit talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching somebody called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you didn't have to do that, homeboy. Right. So, you know, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass. You know,
Wow.
You made enough money, you did enough. You know, why are you on my material?
Right.
You know, what's that about? You know, and then, you know, people want to jump up, oh, he didn't know, he didn't steal your. So yes, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so, you know, and so that there's no need to do, no one else has did that.
So this was on his talk show. Which talk was his TV talk show?
His TV talk show.
Okay, this was the one he had on NBC just recently.
Whatever, yeah.
Okay.
The one that damn, who took his show from him?
Kelly Clarkson.
How can Kelly Clarkson take your show, homie?
Hey, brother.
Damn.
You know, so
You got your show took by Kelly Clarkson?
You know what's crazy?
Damn.
I met my fiance on Steve's show, on Steve
really?
Harvey's talk show.
Yeah.
So that's another story. But I want to get back to that because I think that is the most lewd thing a comic can do.
Yeah.
agree.
To me,
I
'cause
agree.
I step to you.
Right?
I'm gonna step to you.
You ever step to him?
Yeah, step to him.
What'd you say to him?
Well, yeah, tell us about that.
Ask him.
Okay, I will, but
Was
we
that
got
the
you.
first time that had ever happened to you?
No.
No, okay.
Motherfucker,
What
I stepped
irritated
to
you
you.
so much about Steve doing it then?
Because he made it. He's
Okay.
there. He's on
was
national
no
TV.
need.
You paid. You did your thing. You try to either you fucking with me or you disrespecting me or you know I don't understand that. You taking food out of my money, you know, you taking whatever. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't.
food
I
out
don't,
your
I don't-
mouth.
That's
I get it.
plagiarism.
Right.
Wow.
So we got you here. Steve
Yeah.
ain't here. I'll
Yeah.
ask Steve later. What'd you say to him when you stepped in?
Ask him.
Okay.
Ask him.
Was it you guys worked things out? Was it still?
No, I saw him at the Def Jam 25.
Oh, Def Jam. Okay.
So when I see you,
And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same.
Steve, I know he got your whole head. He probably look like a red hot chili pepper right now. I know Steve so bad he can't even sit upright.
Same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk.
Check right there. I can't name any movies with Steve Harvey in it. Steve Harvey could have been somewhat of a Morgan Freeman or Samuel Jackson. Nah, you're not that. You're not even that. Samuel Jackson smooth with it. Steve, you're not that smooth, bro. He right, you country. You got that country accent. He ain't like.
And before you go, I wanted to just get your thoughts on Steve Harvey meeting with Donald Trump. Well, Steve Harvey, you're a comedian. I mean, he went to Bridge.
Yo, why? Can I curse?
Yeah, it's the internet.
Who the fuck picked Steve Harvey as the representative for all things black? Steve Harvey, let's keep this shit funky. Steve Harvey is on his third marriage.
Mm-hmm.
His third wife was mistress to his second wife. Yet, black people have anointed this motherfucker the oracle when it comes to black dating. This nigga wrote a book on dating. You on your third wife, homie. Why can't we pick, with all respect, why can't we pick a nigga that know what he's talking about? Who made Steve Harvey the voice? And now he met with Trump. Who give a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Well, he said
is Donald Trump going on Family Feud? Who gives a fuck that he met with Trump?
Right. Well, he said he was really hurt by the backlash. Steve Harvey.
I'm hurt by the invite. What the? Who the fuck said Steve Harvey was the guy?
Right.
I don't get it. Who picked this? Oh man. What?
I know.
Ladies, ladies, when I worked at Ford Motor Company, they made me wait 90 days to get a check. You should wait 90 days to give a man something. Nigga, you was building carburetors.
But maybe that's gonna be you after this show. They're gonna come to you about dating.
I know, but I'm not on my third marriage. Like I'm a great dater. I might know more. Yeah, I can see that happening. But damn, this is the guy that black people say yes. Not a preacher who's like, you know, the woman is the home and you find a woman, you found a good thing.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Right.
Not D.L. Hughley, married for 25 years, same woman. 30 years, same woman. Children, he praises his children in all his shows. Steve Harvey. The dude that's on his third. Are you standing up because we wrapping this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is hitting too close to home. I'll drop in the comments what y'all think. Like, is Cat really dropping it?
Good old baby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
Oof. I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink it.
60 roles?
I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you.
In Video Studio
60 roles, huh?
The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes.
Yo,
he
I
did
feel like
4
Cat
comedy
would take
specials.
all
They're
the
so
old
bad,
money.
Shannon. They're not.
Cedric Steve, what's the other nigga? He don't even, I don't even know the nigga name. The nigga that dressed up as a woman all the time. The other Tyler Perry's name. All of them. Cat will roast the mess out of him. He will roast them so bad that they'll be, they whole face be mad. He'll fuck up their whole day from roasting them. That's how bad he was. He will fuck up your whole day, if not whole week. I know they're gonna be talking about this for months. You know how Cardi B said she stay on their mind, she got condos in their head. He said Cat Williams got condos in their head right now. Cause I know they are heated the way this man is roasting them. He giving us a stand-up comedy right now. The way he roasting them. This shit is crazy.
not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Kat, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate.
Steve Harvey, you know what? I always thought about that. And you know what? I really always wondered what happened to Romeo off of your show. Yeah, because they say he got shot. But we don't know if that's fact or cap. Like, I don't know if that situation is true. And if it is, why he gets shot like that. Anywho. I'm going to continue.
He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Cats on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated?
That's true.
I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay,
not.
What comedian do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Look, let me tell you. Cat went to the raw nigga to interview this house. Look how he said. He had another country bumpkin. Not the blah. He look like he eat the whole pork. He look like he eat everything off the pork. Off the whole hog. The whole hog. Uncle Tom.
Yes!
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just called it straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I don't have any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted.
You do like you on
if you sign up for their program, you get a like.
And crazy because if you on that shit, the juice should be your shit like magnifying go yeah. Stay off that juice if you on the juice. Just saying.
Skin, weird face wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man, come on.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Good side and the bad.
And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Yeah, heard him.
Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I've been saying it.
Have another one of these.
Amen.
Shit.
24 is that year.
Kind of get on there.
Right.
As you can already see.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good?
I don't know if I'm gonna get
because the people want to know why do you get blackballed?
After this interview.
Yeah.
Because in 30 years I've done nothing but.
I hope Master don't get mad at me for doing this interview. And messing up the
collect information.
What if I told you that you can use motion array to improve your videos fast? For example, you can create a professional opener just like this.
Knowledge and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Cat. Normally when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. That Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made. All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
Sharp. See, this is what I'm concerned about you, bro. You kiss us too much. Like, man. Mexico, come and get you.
That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
Damn.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there.
Look at his face. His face was happy to change. Look at that. Like, oh, you said a little bit too much now. I ain't gonna like that one now.
Woo.
About that one.
Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. No. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars.
I believe it. This man is not lying, man. Allegedly. Steve Harvey, that was a two straight. Everybody used to wonder, how did Steve Harvey get that straight line, and you know, crispy line, and everybody used to call it the Steve Harvey Knicks. I remember Knicks, all the high yellows, all the high. Who remember? Drop in the chat if you remember all the high yellow most used to get the high top Steve Harvey fades. Spray with the oil sheen in the back. Steve Harvey been wearing toothpaste since the start, before the Harvey show. Hold on.
What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part.
Who?
What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
What does your video sound like? Go to artlist.io
I gotta
and get
agree
the best
with that
music
one.
and sound
They're
effects for
really
your
not. Steve Harvey ain't
videos.
never been funny.
This is not the real world.
Ricky Smiley, don't know too much about him. Kevin Hart,
So no.
Corny.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work. And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100 city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back. We'll get...
I want to protect you real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know, you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
So you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial.
You know, like that always, because think about it, in that Steve Harvey show, Steve Harvey said he was said it. They said him and Cedric was very this is too much, y'all. If y'all enjoying this video, be sure to hit the like, comment your thoughts. If you're rocking with me, keep rocking. Until the next one. We go.
In 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, So if I said the dates wrong, let's
go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes. But then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steven.
Joke too. To be honest, that's the only thing I remember Cedric from. Cedric the Lieutenant from. Was that joke. I feel like that joke was what got him on. I don't know. Oh yeah, I have to show y'all a little proof.
For their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen,
Anyway, we're gonna continue. Hit the like, hit the.
Already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Cat 30 times and Cat didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Can you believe we're this deep into the NFL season? We got to make every second count.
Man, Sharp, ain't nobody trying to see your swole face. Look, man. Beat it. Beat it, rock face. Okay?
Mother and my father. One thing on your list is, in no way gave you the impression that
stumble on a comedianship.
No, I loved what they did, and so I studied them, all of them. I studied all of the white comedians because I wanted to know, why is Monty Python funny? Why is Don not so talented? I wanted to know, what is George Carlin's thing? Like, so I studied all of the comedy masters regardless of the field, because I loved to laugh. I didn't know that these people were making a great living at doing this. I thought this is just what they did. They tell jokes, they're funny people, but I loved the craft. And that's why when I got into the used to make money, that now is a no-go. So anything with street aspirations that I might have thought about pursuing or been good at,
okay, we're gonna call it right there for now today. Part 1, y'all. As you can see, we talked about Mr. Potato Head, Steve Harvey. We talked about Ricky Smiley, whatever the man's name is. We talked about Cedric, good old Cedric. In the words of Steve Harvey, Cedric. Talked about good old Cedric. And he dropped some juice. Now, we're not gonna say none of this facts. We're not gonna say it's cat. But we is gonna say that Cat Williams came, he saw, and he conquered. And you know what? They was responding back. Off of that little clip I played of Ice Cube, yeah, I'm gonna play that one for y'all. Before a long way out. Nothing was denied. Nobody said this man was lying. Steve Harvey, all them years you went to 2K, you pulled the Michael Jackson for that long, huh? That movie shot out Michael Jackson had a wig on. Now you too. Allegedly. We're gonna leave this one, but what Ice Cube responded to and said, hit the like on the way out, subscribe to the channel, drop in the comments what y'all think. This is only part 1. I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow. Y'all better tune in and you better be here to the next one. Alright.
Me, Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. You know, everybody been checking out the internet. My man Cat Williams. You know, first of all, I just want to say, you know, we shot that movie over 20 years ago. So, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. I also want to say, you know, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Cat Williams, you know, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that, you know, if I have an opportunity, I was going to give them an opportunity. You know, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as far as, you know, specific things, you know, Cat was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Cat, you know, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And, you know, Cat, you know, said he wrote his role, which, I mean, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Cat was so dope in the movie. You know, Money Mike had a small role, you know, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we start filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. You know, when we shoot these movies, you know, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, but once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad-lib, riff, you know, play with the words, do their thing. You know, we give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. You know, sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. You know, when somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's, second thing I want to clear up. It was never, I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they not raunchy. You know, we did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff is in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating. Craig and Day for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, you know, a pimp that treats his woman, you know, like a property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, you know, from the Joker brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other 2 villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script, you know, was never, we would never ever show that, you know, that's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So, you know, that was never a discussion, you know. We, you know, at that point in everybody's career, you know, we would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor. You know, we do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. It was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of shit in movies, on camera. And so, you know, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. You know, Cat, he wrote a lot of his part because, you know, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. He was coming off the dome. He was coming prepared every day to steal the show. You know, that was his mission. And, you know, that's what he did, you know, with the movie. And it launched his career, you know. And I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, you know, come through, you know, a Q Vision production and went on to do bigger and better things. And look, you know, a lot of people are talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. You know, most of these guys work a couple of days, you know. And when you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people working on the movie that need to get paid. Most of them got to get paid every day. And there's pre-production and post-production. Even after you finish with the actors, you got to pay editors and sound people. And my movies are all about quality, so most of the money go up on the screen. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm not giving you no low budget, you know, shit you can laugh at because it's so cheap. So, you know, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, you know, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. You know, take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you could take that for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying?